Hey everyone, this is Mark with All Natural Aquatics. We're here again at Pets Plus in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Haven't gotten a lot of fish in here the last couple of weeks, but we did get a nice plant shipment this week. So we're going to do episode 28 of What Did We Get Today? It's going to be all plants. So we'll try to do just a walk around with a single stream here. Water Sprite. This is Red Ludwigia. You can see the new growth, how red that is. Usually comes in green, but the new growth is red. Pinnate Hygro, Scarlet Temple, that's an Alternanthera species, Dwarf Hairgrass, this is the old Eustralis stellata, now Pagostemon stellata, Purple Hygro is one of the common names for it. The new growth will turn purple. It's grown commercially out of water, so it's always green when it comes in, but when it's happy, it's purple. This is Blixa japonica, or the Dwarf Asian Grass. Takes high light, but really a nice plant. Good foreground plant. Usually doesn't get more than about 5-6 inches tall. We'll put up flowers above the water surface that look like Chinese paper lanterns. Really, really cool. This is some Rotella species Vietnam that we've had for a few weeks. See again, the new growth is all red. Old growth is green, comes in green, and then changes with the new growth. Water wisteria. Really nice batch of that came in from Singapore this week. This is apple leaf and Amania species. Myriophyllum, Rotella Nanjing Shan, one of the cultivars of Rotella. And over here we got some nice big Anubias heterophylla. These had to go into one of the big tanks because they wouldn't have fit in anything else. Yeah, a few things that we got working back here. Growing up a little bit of Cryptophinus. Don't have enough of that to start selling it yet. Have not been able to get that commercially for quite a while, so we're growing it here. Guppy grass, Nagus. We do sell a few, again, I can't get this commercially, but I'm growing it here. This I do have enough that we sell a few portions of it every week. And you can see some nice cherry shrimp in there and crystal shrimp in this tank. Mostly blacks, but there's some reds in there too. And they're feeding on some flake food. Alright, and Java moss. And then down here, you're going to see a recurring theme. A lot of these tanks have Italian Val in it. It's our best-selling plant. For good reason. Been the best-selling plant for me for years and years and years. Great background plant. Does best in medium to hard water. Doesn't require a whole ton of light, but gets usually between 18 and 22 inches. So it's a great plant to have along the back in a lot of tanks. Some banana plants, moss balls, Java ferns. Man, light's coming out funky. But yeah, you don't know what Java fern looks like. This is Crinum calamistratum, Cameroon crinum, or crinum. Italian Val, Cryptolucens, Cryptocorny lucens, nice clumps of those, little mother plants of those. Madagascar lace plants, some grown out and some just fresh bulbs. And up here we got some red tie lilies, Nymphea rubra. I think that's the best focal point, foreground focal point in the hobby. A lot of bulbs that just came in this week and a few that have been here a little while that are sprouted out. It is a true water lily. It will put up floating pads if you let it. Do not let it. When you see the leaves going to the surface, cut them back. You definitely want to prune those before they reach the surface. There's some plecos in that tank that don't belong there. I'm not sure what's going on there. Prune them back before they reach the surface. If you're aggressive about that for 2 or 3 months, it'll eventually stop even trying to put them up. Actually, here's a few more of them down here. And then you'll eventually get a plant that looks about the size of a softball, anywhere from 50 to 100 leaves, red on the top, green on the bottom, and heart-shaped leaves. Just a phenomenal plant. This is these are some assorted sword plants. They were all planted the other day, but the crayfish in there pulled them out, I guess. Some Papua New Guinea orange-tip crayfish. Aponogeton longiplumulosus. It's the long, narrow-leaved one. These are some assorted cryptocorny clumps from Sri Lanka. So a few different species in there. There's definitely some wentais, a couple of other things in there. Another Aponigeton up here. This is Caperoni, the one with a corkscrew type leaf. Gets really attractive. And more Italian val. A little bit of narrow leaf Java fern, a few clumps of that. Some Aponigeton boivanianus. More Italian val. Some Crypt Pontederiifolia. This is variegated water wisteria. Does get kind of a lighter colored vein, so it looks like a multicolored leaf. Really attractive version of it. These are black Amazon sword plants. It's Parviflorus or Peruensis, depending on which one you want to believe. Could be either one of those, but nice thing about those is grown underwater, they usually only get about 8 inches tall at the most. And they'll put up, again, 50 to 100 leaves. I'd say 30 to 50 is typical, but they can go a lot more than that. So it gives you that Amazon sword plant look in a much smaller package. Some rose swords. This is the red umbrella fern, or umbrella club moss. It's a Selaginella. This one in Wildenoi is the common green one. This is Erythropus sanguineensis. Some nice swordtails in there too. This is a few Crypt wentai that have been here for a few weeks now. They're kind of going through their dieback and they're all growing back out. Same thing down here. This is Crypt becketi. Regular Amazon swords, and there's some of those in a number of tanks here too, down toward the end. Four-leaf clover. This is Crenata, Marsilea crenata. You can see how tall the original ones were, but they lose all that because it's grown out of water. And underwater, that's your typical growth. Makes a great foreground cover. This is Cryptobalancy. They came in kind of small this week, but they're in good shape, so they should do really well. Another lace plant. This is the broader leaf variety. This is Crypt petii, came in this week. One that I always liked a lot. It's a red on the underside of the leaf, green on top. Really attractive. More regular Amazons. Some Pipa. More regular Amazons. More regular Amazons. More regular Amazons. Anubias golden coin. These were really nice. Nice size, lots of leaves, really, really nice. And Nymphea micrantha, another true water lily, but one you don't see that often. It's got a mottled leaf. The leaf is, there's a good shot of one. Actually, a lot of these are still floating. I need to plant them. It's a tricolor water lily, or tricolor dwarf lily. It goes by a number of different names. And that's all the new stuff. There's some Anubias abzelii that have been here for a little while. Some Anubias barteri.